Good morning. This is our Daily Tarot. We had a really cool workshop up at Elderberries this weekend. It was a Making Better Medicine workshop where we taught people how to make elixirs and instant tinctures and fire cider, and it was just a lot of fun. And we had a lot of really awesome people up here from all over the country, and it was just a really great weekend. So that's why I haven't been posting videos over the last couple of days. I've just had really full days. Alas, I am back for the Daily Tarot. Our opening card that we have for today is the Emperor. He's associated with Mars, which right now is over in Aries, interestingly enough, in conjunction with Chiron. And Mars is our kind of warrior type energy. It's that fire in us that gets engaged to go into a situation to bring order out of chaos. And when you consider that Chiron is the wounded healer, it could be that this week would be a really powerful shift for us to apply our energy in a direction that will bring us a great healing in our lives. And that's pretty powerful. So always consider that where these planets are placed is going to give a little bit of a hint as to where this is going to show up for you. So whether Aries is in your natal chart in your first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, eighth house, any of the 12 houses, it's going to be speaking to that particular direction in your life or that area of your life. Whether it's in your career or in your life path or where you settle debts or where you make money. And so it can be really useful to know what your natal chart looks like. But we're all going to be working with this energy because Mars is in conjunction with Chiron. And so it's showing up in all of our charts, even if you don't have a planet that's specifically placed in the sign of Aries, because we all have all 12 houses and all 12 signs in our charts. So this is a powerful week. What's interesting, the challenge that's showing up for us today is that we are passing through some kind of turbulent space in our life. We have the Six of Swords here. So how do we put our thoughts in order to carry us into another place? Because our mind can get fixated and identified with things that seem out of place or are causing us angst in some way. And when we do that, right, it's like things get more agitated. And yet our mind can also shift depending on its impression. And this card is bringing up this challenge that we have in this respect of where we put our thoughts and if they're actually fixated on that which causes agitation or if they are focused on something that's a point outside of where we are right now that can carry us to another place. So that's something that we're working on today. The way we're going to get through the challenge is actually a really cool card. It's the Six of Cups. This is an emotional wish come true. So what if that which is causing you the most turbulence and agitation in your life right now is actually trying to get you to move to another place? Like not a physical place, like a physical state, but move into a different space in your life. Something that's not working is actually calling you to put your feet on the path and take a few steps into a new direction. And so consider, right, that moving out of that turbulent place towards something new creates an opening, much like the opening that's happening in this card between these two people. And so perhaps what you're calling for in life is beyond this space of agitation. And so sitting and stewing in it likely isn't helping you very much. Now, the ultimate outcome that we have for today is the Judgment card. We see these three people that are rising out of these dark boxes, right? And being called towards this angel above that's playing this trumpet. So it's literally like hearing the calling towards a different life and into a life that is actually in resonance with who you are. Now, this card of the Judgment card is associated with the planet of Pluto. And Pluto has been over in Capricorn, the sign of Capricorn, for a number of years now. And it's currently in a relationship with Mercury, which is up in, it's kind of going from Gemini into Taurus. So because it's into the last few degrees of Taurus, it's in this trine aspect to Pluto, which is in the last few degrees of Capricorn, because they're both in earth signs. And by that mathematical principle, a trine is some way of help or ease. And so we're starting to get a new perspective on this transformation that we're going through, and seeing that all of the things that got us to this point got us to a point where we're actually able to step into this place where we're realizing our highest calling. And it's calling out transformation of our being at a very deep level, because that's what Pluto does. And it's doing this for all of us, again, dependent on where the sign of Capricorn is sitting in your chart. And also, I would say, you know, where Taurus and Gemini are also sitting in your chart, because that's where we have that energy of Mercury right now. Because Mercury is the messenger of the gods, right? He brings information. It's how we see things. It's how we speak about things. It's our practical education. And the planet's in this trine relationship with Pluto. So it's like we're starting to see the transformation differently. And we're starting to see through the darkness that we've been in. Much like, you know, with the full moon that we're having tomorrow, we'll be able to see in our surroundings. Whereas during a time of a new moon, it's all dark and you can't see anything. So something is coming to light this week that will give us a deeper understanding of this transformation that we are stepping into, and also the path that we're moving toward. But a big piece of that is reliant on our frame of mind and where we set our attention. So I think it's going to be a powerful week. I send you all a lot of love and a good wish to get through this day, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now. Mwah.